This story begins at home, in front of a roaring crowd under immense pressure. APR digs deep, goes toe-to-toe with a vicious opponent, and comes out on top.
The game is in trouble. I've been in my depth for the piece of the puzzle. I got it for real.
The celebrations are electric. For the 15th time, APR are crowned champions of the Rwanda Basketball League. After months of preparation, APR turns to a new test, the BAL Nile Conference. This time, the battle begins at home in Kigali. Their opening test, Nairobi City Thunder. Both teams come out firing, trading points, and battling for control. Their competitiveness was felt in every possession. But eventually, APR would find its edge. Diarra controls the paint, cleaning the glass, denying second chances, and going to work on the other end. The momentum shifts, the crowd rises to support their team, and by the final buzzer, APR has its first BAL win. After Game 1, the message was clear. Great game, but they still had 5 more to go. Game 2 would see APR matched up with first-time participant and a very tough opponent, a clash with MBB from South Africa. The first half, neck and neck, both teams trading buckets. But in the second, APR flipped the switch. Defense tightened. The big men stepped up and the second half turned into a showcase. Ndoye was everywhere, owning the paint, sparking the offense. His tenacity was undeniable on both ends of the floor. This impressive performance secured win number 2, but the victory came at a cost. Diarra, sidelined with a no-contact injury. The team had to adapt quickly because Game 3 would be a fight for the Nile supremacy. The teams exchanged leads and went blow for blow. By halftime, just a point separated them. The third quarter was a defensive warfare, physical and relentless. But Al Ahly found their rhythm late, capitalizing on key possessions and handing APR their first loss of the campaign. APR had to shake it off because their second meeting with MBB would be a battle built on bruises and hustle. From the tip, it's clear this won't come easy. Both teams go at each other. Tough shots, hard stops, nothing given for free. APR leans on grit. They fight through every screen, dive for every loose ball. But MBB came prepared. They weather the pressure and keep themselves in the game. As the clock winds down, the weight of back-to-back battles starts to show. It's a hard-fought loss, and one that stings. The next game was another epic fight against Al Ahly, a chance at redemption. But this time, there was a difference. Diarra was back. You can tell from the get-go that APR is not backing down. Randall steps up early, makes key plays and puts pressure on the defense. The Lions match Al Ahly's physicality, and the intensity is felt in the arena. For 3 quarters, it was a deadlock. Bodies hit the floor, hands contest every shot, and the scoreboard reflects a game on the edge. But as the seconds tick down, small mistakes start to cost big. Al Ahly takes advantage of it, hitting timely buckets, forcing errors, and slowly pulling ahead. When the final whistle blows, 3 points decide the game. The final game of the NAL conference was made for drama. APR faced Nairobi City Thunder once again. And just like the opener, every point was earned. NCT struck first, taking an early lead. But APR knew what was at stake. There was no room for hesitation, no room for failure. This wasn't just a game. This was the difference between a season extended or a season ended. Slowly, possession by possession, APR clawed their way back. With 4 minutes to go, they tied the game. The arena was electric, the pressure suffocating. The game had come to one deciding play. The ball found its way into Noel's hands.
And Noel in possession, looking at the clock. Needs to go for the shot, goes for the shot, it goes high up.
And just like that, they had done it. From Kigali to Pretoria, they were headed to the BAL playoffs. First opponent in the playoffs, none other than the reigning champs, Petro de Luanda. They set the tone early, dictating the rhythm and forcing APR to chase. Every possession felt like a test, every mistake punished. But APR had seen pressure before. They stayed locked in, stayed in the fight, and slowly they gained momentum.
abajura bazabiyarurira gutumbira ibintu usabwa gukora nibigwawe haruzwa n'imuhira mbabarira mbaba nikizi gukora buri munsi ukorera izi note udahindura ubuzima gusa nibuza kubyina izuba ryasa nka risekera ukaza ukina sha ukaza ukina sa ayamenye sura abona amenyenya nibuza kubyina izuba ryasa nka risekera ukaza ukina sha ukaza ukina sha ayamenye sura abona amenyenya.
The Lions roared and never looked back. By the final buzzer, the defending champions had been beaten. Fresh off facing the champions, APR's determination carried them into their next challenge. Rivers Hoopers, last year's third-place finisher. APR was laser-focused, came out firing, and this game would not be close. They dictated the pace, owned the paint, and the Rivers Hoopers had no answers. This was a performance built on rhythm and hunger, and by the final buzzer, APR had made it loud and clear. They weren't just here to compete, they were here to contend for the championship. The semi-final brought up a familiar challenge, Al Ahly Tripoli. APR was confident after 2 strong wins, but they knew this would be a different test. From the first whistle, it was a tough, physical game. Every pass, every shot, earned through effort. No team could pull ahead. For 3 quarters, it was all even. Both sides defending hard, fighting for space, the scoreboard reflecting the discipline on both ends. Then came the final quarter, the one that would decide everything. In the last 2 minutes, things changed. Al Ahly stepped up their pressure. They found the open man and made it count. APR fought until the final whistle, but unfortunately, their run to the title was cut short. The dream of the final would have to wait. Some stories save the best for last, and this one, it ended in fireworks. APR faced Al Ittihad with nothing left to prove, but everything to show. From the jump, they played like a team with a point to make. Sharp ball movement, pace and ruthless execution. Then came the avalanche.
It's that time.
The threes rained down, one after another. Axel Mpoyo caught fire from deep. He broke the BAL 3-point record by putting up 10 threes. What followed was a game for the record books. APR shattered the BAL single-game scoring record. By the time the final buzzer sounded, it wasn't just a win, it was a statement. 3rd place secured. But what APR delivered was a glimpse of what's coming. Their BAL story is still being written, and it promises bigger and better things.
Pulling up in a supercharger, me and 2 things like a double entendre. Nigga won't beat from a number 9 combo. Not one designer in my ensemble. You're tuned to the realest, maybe they ever spill its heart until it's drained.